of this week, two representatives from NSAR set us the task of devising a marketing campaign to attract young people to an apprenticeship in the rail industry. And over the course of approximately 2.5 days of work, we have come to you with our findings in this presentation.
We believe that using Snapchat, Instagram and YouTube as ways to advertise to young people would be the most successful ways. We asked them about the rail industry and whether they would consider working in a company. Clearly 70% of people said they would not. So afterwards we asked them what they thought working in a rail company actually entailed, and most of them said a low-paying job that's heavily labour intensive. Our aim is also to try and dismiss those preconceptions.
I think it confirmed the direction we were already going on, and I suppose I was particularly interested to hear firsthand the impressions that the students had of apprenticeships.
They were presented a challenge by NSAR, the National Skills Academy for Rail, and the students delivered an excellent presentation. They were able to present as a team to a group of executives.
We wanted to address the common concerns that both parents and students might have. For example, that they wouldn't be able to find a job as easily if they did an apprenticeship, particularly since a parent's support could make a huge impact on a student's decision as to what pathway to take.
When I actually got up there, it was nice to know that my thoughts and my opinions were valued by real business people.
If you have them saying, yeah, that's a really good idea, it might sway.
It's endorsement, that's really right.
Yeah.
The main thing that I caught from it was that we still need to target the older generation as well, so that the adults, the parents, can help the kids make the informed decisions about going into apprenticeships. It showed me how engaged we can get young people into looking into their career as well.
They were actually advising us on what we should do, so it's not just a great process for the innovation, for the generation, but it's actually a great process for the industry to be able to get young minds in here.
There's a difference between young people taking interest and young people taking action.
The project for us is really important because it's focused on encouraging young people to get involved in the rail industry.
The easy way to persuade candidates to do an apprenticeship is to dissuade them from pursuing other options such as university, by explaining the benefits of an apprenticeship versus the negatives of going to university, for example.
I've spoken to my parents about apprenticeships before. My ideas of going into an apprenticeship, they said, oh, they're for people who haven't done well in their exams. I said, no, that's not true.
It's great, setting these challenges to kids within their school environment, but if they just present it back in a school environment to their teacher, it gets X amount of benefit. You'll make some good ideas, have a chance to present. But actually putting this into an industry context where they have the chance to work within the industry, act like they're in the industry and develop ideas for the industry.
I got the chance to manage a team. It was like being in a real business situation, which was really fun.
I'd say there's a lot more need to take initiative for yourself in this week. Here we were set a task, but how we went about it was entirely up to us effectively. Based on our research, we propose the use of social media, primarily Snapchat, Instagram and YouTube, alongside the physical advertisements on public transport. The combination of these methods will bring about a greater awareness of young people.
But you've been very skillful in helping us target very general things, and that was one of the things that's really impressed me.
You will certainly learn something, and I think you will be also helping them by giving them a real project to look at.
It is probably the best experience I've ever had when it comes to business.
Every idea is either going to be great, or even if it's not great, it leads to more people wanting to give their idea, give their advice, and just don't hold back, because it's such a great experience.
They're our future at the end of the day, and if we don't allow them to innovate and to think freely, nothing will ever change. I would absolutely recommend the programme. I think that individually and as a group, they've all got a lot from it. That was evident, and that was evident in the feedback as well.
What we've proven today is young people are telling this organisation and the industry how they want to be spoken to, when they want to be spoken to, and the methods and the modes they want to be engaged with. So I think it's worked really well, and hopefully exciting times ahead.